we have with us 12-time Olympic medalist Ryan Lochte. At this Olympic Games, gold medalist in the men's 4x200 meter freestyle relay. Ryan, you have had a very storied career. Can you compare the build-up and the excitement here in Rio to your past Olympic Games?
You know, this Olympic Games is my fourth one, but you know, it still feels like it's my first. Just, you know, it's a different venue, different country, different atmosphere, different people on the team. I'm swimming different events, well, less events. So everything's different. And yeah, I mean, I think I'm a different person than I was 4 years ago. So.
Perfect. We'll open it up for questions. We have about 20 minutes here in the front.
Artian Diaz from Swim Swam. Where in California are you going to be training?
I don't really know just yet. I know it's been on my bucket list to move to the West Coast ever since I was a little kid, so I'm definitely going to get that chance when I get back to the States. So I should be on the West Coast anytime between September and October.
Last night you said that you would see Phelps in Tokyo. I'm curious why you said that and if you think you'll be in Tokyo.
You know, I'm not really thinking about Tokyo as much as thinking about taking a break right now. I've never taken a break since I started swimming. I mean, I take it a month off, but every day beating up your body, training countless of hours for so many years, it takes a toll. And being my age, it definitely took a toll. And I mentally need to recover. I need to get away from the sport and relax and take a vacation. I've never taken a vacation. I've been to Fiji, Bahamas, all these different places, but it was always for an appearance or something. So I'm definitely going to be taking a vacation, shutting my phone off, getting away from everyone, and just relaxing. And then I'm not done in the sport. There's so much more I want to accomplish in the sport of swimming. So I'm not done yet. I don't know when I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back when I'm ready. But I do know when I do come back, I'm going to be more determined than I've ever been. I can guarantee that.
Ryan, you mentioned moving to the West Coast in terms of coaching and what the future looks like when you do come back. Do you know who you'll be with and maybe what events you might be looking to focus on or dropping from what you're doing now?
I can't really answer that question just because the only thing I'm thinking about is a break. You know how I said when I come back I'm definitely going to be more determined than I've ever been, and I guarantee that. I know that because I know for years now I've been wanting a break. I just was scared to take it because I wanted to come to 2016. So. And I didn't want to fall short of making the team. So I don't know where I'll be training. I know former swimmer that I'm good friends with, Connor Dwyer. I will want to train with him. Depending on where he ends up, I think that will be a good move for me. He's one of the hardest trainers I've ever seen and trained with. So. Training with him will be definitely fun. Just don't know where we're going to be training.
So Ryan, after 3 years, it sounds like the Charlotte part of your life is over. I know that you didn't get the results you wanted last night. Talk about I guess those 3 years and, you know, now that it's over, kind of your thoughts on Charlotte and that period of your life.
I think moving to Charlotte was the right choice for my swimming. You know, I started becoming a big fish in a little pond at University of Florida. And I think I was just getting mentally and physically tired of it. But you know, my swimming career started there. That's where all my success came from. That's why I was able to do the training that I did in Charlotte. Train completely different than what I'm used to because I had that background. And the coaching staff at University of Florida definitely helped me out. Who knows if I will return to University of Florida and train under Greg Troy and my weight coach there, Matt Delancey. I could see that happening. I could see me going to the West Coast and training at Cal or at USC. I'm kind of up for anything, but I'll make that decision after I'm done recovering from my break.
Ryan, over this way. Given how long you've been at the Olympic and World Championship level, your accomplishments, the programs you took on, you perhaps are the best person to put into context what we're seeing from Michael this week. I know you've been asked numerous times, if you wouldn't mind just giving us, your similar age to him and how you're feeling, and if you could give us some context, that would be great. Thank you.
There's no doubt in my mind, the program that we do is the hardest out there. You don't see swimmers in this age doing multiple events in different disciplines, but we love racing, and I think that's why me and Michael, we do so many different events, is we just love that excitement of getting on those blocks and just racing. So I mean, it's definitely, it's really hard. You have to train for it. And what was your other question?
What we're seeing from him this week.
Oh,
What's your perspective?
Being able to, after 2012, he took a break. He took like a year or two off, and a lot of things happened in his life where it changed him. And everything happens for a reason. I definitely believe that. And everything that's been thrown at him, he's overcome. And I think it just was a little fuel for his fire. And that break that he took, I think definitely helped him because he came back with more of a purpose. He was more determined, and he's on fire now. And so he has 2 more races, and I'm definitely going to be in the stands getting behind him and cheering him to hopefully victory.
Ryan, there's a version of last night's race that you won. If you were living in Canada, you saw it on CBC. It was called, the entire race was called as if you won because they got their lanes mixed up. Are you aware of it?
No.
Will you run? I suggest you go to YouTube to take a look at it. It's an alternate reality.
Definitely make a joke of that one. Going into that race, I felt amazing. That whole day at warm-up, in the ready room, that first half of the race, I felt great. Something happened during that transition between back and breaststroke. It felt like someone jumped on my back and I was carrying like multiple people on me. I don't know what happened. It fell apart. But, you win some, you lose some. It is what it is. I can't dwell about it. It happened. It's in the past, so I just got to move on. And, I think it's a blessing in disguise, I want to say, because, it's something that I definitely did not want to do in my Rio games that way. But I think it was a little ignition for a little spark that's inside me that will definitely help me coming back in the water with a purpose and being more determined for hopefully 2020.
Making records once you have it.
All right, sweet. We'll just put that on the board.
Ryan, you have been adamant that you think Michael will come back. I mean, is that to some degree you just having fun with him, and then also just having gotten to know him as well as you have? I mean, do you think he will have an easier time feeling fulfilled away from the pool, when he takes a break this time?
You know, he said he was gonna retire after 2012, and I was the only person that said he's gonna come back. I think he's gonna come back again, just because when you get to this stage, we thrive off that excitement of getting on those blocks and racing the 7 best other swimmers in the world. We love that excitement, we love that challenge. And now that he's found a different purpose in the sport of swimming, I think he's gonna come back. And because he wants that challenge. He wants to push his limits. And I think that's why we still do it, especially at our age. We're pushing our limits. We're gonna see how far we can go. And that's why I feel like he's gonna come back. And I know I'm definitely gonna come back. So I definitely want him there because we bring the best out of each other. And we help push each other. So, and I would like to say, I think USA needs us. Especially Michael, he's been the backbone of Team USA for since 2000. So I definitely hope he comes back the same time I do.
Hey Ryan. So many amazing swimmers have come out of MAC. Can you tell us what it is like training in a program like this, and specifically training under David Marsh, and what that meant to you?
I've never been to a swim program that had so many exceptional swimmers. They've been unbelievable, like from all different disciplines. They're like the world-class swimmers in their events. I mean, it's pretty amazing to be a part of that. And I felt at home as soon as I got there, which was awesome. And even though the training style was completely different than I'm used to, I was able to adapt to the program just because of the swimmers on the team. You know, one of my good friends, Cullen Jones, he was on the team, so he definitely helped me out. It took some time getting used to David Marsh's program, but I definitely got used to it, and I think that move to Charlotte was a good choice for me. I don't know if I'm going to stay there. I always wanted to go to the West Coast, so we'll see what happens.
What are your thoughts on the performance of Katie Ledecky here in Rio?
She's a phenom. That's all I can say. And she's getting so much faster that she's starting to beat my times in distance events, which is crazy. Yeah, anytime she gets in that water, she's gonna do something amazing. She's just so young and she has so much determination, and she's so gifted and she just loves the sport. You can see it. You can see it when she trains. You can see it every day, like her just being in the water. She has a natural feel for it. So she's going to keep doing it, and she's going to keep breaking records. There's no doubt in my mind that she will.
Ryan, you mentioned training with Connor, and you guys have your background as skaters together. What do you think each of you would derive from that? And if you did go back to Gainesville, would things have to maybe change? I know you said when you left Greg that the yardage was a lot, and that was, you know, with your age kind of an issue. So I guess both of those, please.
To answer your second one first, I think if I take a break mentally and physically from the sport, I think when I come back, I think I will be more prepared and more ready to take on that task of doing yardage, putting my body through sets that people don't even think about. And I think I will be able to do that once I take that time off, which I definitely know I will be able to, because I'll be fully mentally recovered. And training with Connor at Florida was amazing. He just trains so well, and he's improved so much in the past couple of years that I definitely want to keep training with him, because he does IM too. He does other strokes other than freestyle. So he's definitely a great training partner, and it's fun training against him. It's not like as soon as we go in practice, we shut up, we don't talk, we don't joke around, we just swim. It's not like that at all. We joke around, we have a good time, and I think that's what I need, is to bring that smile that I used to have back into the sport.
Ryan, your dating life gets a lot of attention, and I'm wondering if you could set the record straight. There's been reports that you're on Tinder, and there's been reports that you have a girlfriend.
I am on Tinder, and I mean, that's all I can really say. I'm on Tinder. You know, my biggest relationship pretty much for almost the past 4 years have been the swimming pool. And now that I'm taking a break, I'm gonna take a break, I'll settle down. You know, my biggest thing, my mom's Cuban, so I grew up with a big family, and I want a family of my own. So that's definitely something